Hey guys, Mark here from Mix It Studios, back again with another React video for you. So I had quite an interesting, slightly polarizing response to the React video I did of Pisces by Jinjer. I wanted to do this live performance of Perennial live at Wacken Open Air 2019. I was going to do the studio version. I do want to check out some of their studio stuff properly, but I was quite interested to see the difference in a fully live performance of theirs as opposed to a studio live session like the video of Pisces was. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the difference. On the Pisces video, there have been a fair few comments of people saying that I talk over the video too much. Point noted, I started this a couple of weeks ago for fun to fill the extra time I have at the moment, obviously with stuff going on. So I'm doing this for fun, so it's not like I went out and read the React video handbook or did loads of hours studying React videos. I watch a fair few React videos, so I'm familiar with the format, but even within that format, everybody does it a little differently. And for me personally, I hate it when people pause the video constantly to then talk and they don't talk over the video at all. So everybody's going to have different preferences. Part of my reaction style that I'm trying to take, because I'm coming at it from a technical perspective, I am going to take note as I'm listening, as I usually do just in my head listening to something. I'll think that instrument sounds nice, that use of effects was nice. Because it is a reaction, I'm going to say that out loud and say that over the video. But then if I have more to say, I probably will pause it because I don't want to just talk over the entirety of the video. So that's where I'm at with it. If you don't like it, then I'm sorry, I guess. There are lots of other React videos out there for you. And like I say, I have my own preferences, so I'm also trying to go with what I prefer, and I don't like it when people pause the video constantly. And, you know, I also don't want to be that guy who's the tiny person in the corner, barely saying anything and not pausing the video at all. Yo, so I'm not going to be that guy. Point is, there are lots of ways people do React videos. You put stuff out on the internet. Some people are going to like it. Some people aren't. And that's fine. My ego can take it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. As long as people aren't being nasty to each other, then it's all fine. By all means, share your thoughts on what I'm doing. It's kind of fun seeing all the interaction that people have been having so far in the comments. So also, I will say that it is possible to talk and listen to music at the same time. I get the point that if I'm talking over things loads, I'm not necessarily paying full attention to the music, which is absolutely true. I'm not, you know, I'll listen through a song and I'm reacting to it, and if I'm talking a little bit, I might miss something. That's just how it goes. I'm not, you know, acutely analysing 100% of the time throughout the duration of the video. But yes, I can talk and listen to music at the same time. I can multitask. Although I can't do that thing where you pat your head and rub your stomach. See? I'm just rubbing my head. Anyway, with all that said, let's get on to the video. So this is Perennial live at Wacken Open Air.
Dankeschön, Germany. Well, with the next song, we must say goodbye to you. But rather not goodbye, but see you next time. This autumn feels like funeral to me.
So they've got some playback going on, which is pretty standard.
And not for what has passed, but for what shall last. All right, Germany, put it!
Okay, so first up, I'm actually really conscious now of talking over the video whilst the video's going on. But yes. Yeah, so they're all on in-ears, obviously doing what they can to mitigate stage volume. From what I've heard from some of you guys commenting, the guitarist and bassist are both using helixes, and so they're going direct in. Quite a lot of bands do this live now, especially within heavier genres, because it's loud music, you know, and you really have to do what you can to, especially in terms of just the band members protecting their hearing, but also singers. It's a difficult thing to sing over loud music, you know, when there's a lot of stage volume kicking about. So they're all on in-ears, and yeah, just really doing a good job of keeping that stage volume under control, because even on bigger stages like this at an open air festival, it can still get pretty loud on stage. Yeah, can actually in-ears just give you a lot more clarity and control over what you're hearing, because you can really dial in like much more of a focused mix, so it makes total sense for them. Really great performance so far. They're very, very good live performance. They have, especially the vocalist, she has a huge stage presence to her. Really very cool, great rock front woman. Yeah, the whole band have a great energy on stage. I'd definitely like to see this band live in person, 100%, if that will ever be an opportunity again. I'm sure it will in time. And yeah, if they ever come to the UK again, I would love to see them live in person. That would be very cool. The vocals, I think she's using a wireless 58, but wireless dynamic mic anyway, obviously. And yeah, she has very good control over working the mic. If you notice, she's not really backing off the mic at all. The sort of pretty standard thing that a lot of vocalists seem to have in their minds, particularly singers who are more inexperienced with singing live, is that you're singing quieter, you sing, you know, you hold the mic right to your face, you're singing louder, you back away more. It makes sense. You can understand why people think that way, because you're singing louder, so you back off so that you're not like overloading the mic or whatever, which isn't necessarily how it works anyway. But yes, you know, louder volume means more volume going into the mic, and so you might end up clipping things or distorting the mic capsule or whatever. So you can understand the thinking there. In reality, actually, a lot of the time, like, I much prefer to work with a singer who is pretty much on the, especially live, like pretty much right on the mic all the time. Because the other thing that you encounter when you start moving all over the place from the mic is that you lose the proximity effect, and you have a lot of changes in tonality because you are moving around the pickup pattern of the mic. So if you move to the sides, that is going to change. Like with a cardioid mic, it's mainly picking up from the front, rejecting more from the, well, picking up still a bit from the side, rejecting mostly from the back. And then the further you move away, the more the vocal thins out. Also live, you know, the more you're going to be having to push the mic more because of that, and picking up more spill as a consequence. You can control level changes with compressors, and then that way you get a more even tone, much more consistency there, and much more ability to control the vocal and keep it up front and present in the mix. But yeah, everything sounds really nice. It's a good broadcast mix as well. Quite often what happens, because when you take a left-right feed off the sound desk to broadcast, you are going to maybe miss certain things, that because it's being mixed live to the PA system and the space that it's in is being mixed to sort of one set of circumstances or like one situation, so you might end up missing some details there because of the way stage volume is interacting with the sound and lots of other reasons. But yeah, it's a good mix. The drums sound nice, the kick especially sounds very good. Bass tone I really like. It's nice and thick and punchy. Also some really nice stuff going on with the vocal effects. Very nice delays, again sort of a nice stereo spread on the effects and filling out the mix nicely. Her vocal is just as good live as well. Still the same level of control and transitions between clean and screaming. And yes, I do call it screaming. I know there's different types of screaming, growls and whatnot, but yeah, I just call it screaming, so that's me. Nice reverb on the snare. I don't think that's a wireless 58 actually. It looks to me like a Sennheiser, which would make sense. That's quite a good choice for her voice, I would imagine. So yeah, probably something like an E935 or similar. Drum miking, I can't tell a lot of what is going on from the shots, but I would imagine it's pretty standard for kit miking live. You do see a lot of varieties in live sound engineers' choices with mic choices for miking a drum kit, but you also see a lot of the standards. I mean, I could see 57 on snare top, and yeah, you get a lot of your typical clip-ons on the toms, so Sennheisers or Audix or similar. Yeah, your SM57s on snare top and so on, 901 kick in, and it looks like there are two mics on the kit, although they're both internal kick mics. There's not an outer kick mic there. I think he's using a double bass drum. It looked like that. I only saw it briefly, but I saw two kick ports, so yeah, I'll have to watch out for that actually.
My biggest source of confusion, the reason of decay and disillusion, under permanent ties, we found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead. No, you're not dead. Just enjoying coma.
Love those guitar chords there. So one thing you may have noticed is that there are still fold back wedges on stage. I'd imagine either is going to be there as a redundancy just in case something goes wrong with their in-ears. It's probably just the house stage kit though, because they're not going to necessarily strike the whole stage, you know, between each band set. Quite often stage monitors will just still be left on stage as long as they're not in the way. Sometimes you do get people using both, particularly with singers and singers who are less confident with in-ears, because there is sort of a period of acclimation. It does take a while to get used to, as a singer particularly, getting used to how in-ears sound, especially if you've been using stage wedges for a long time. It can be a bit of a rocky transition, but using both is usually asking for trouble, because really you're just adding even more to the problem of stage volume and like protecting your hearing. Because you have earbuds in your ears, you're then having to crank the stage monitor up a lot more to be able to hear it, along with your in-ear mix and the isolation having earbuds in your ears is or molds in your ears is providing. So yeah, then you end up just almost kind of defeating the point of having in-ears. So yeah, I try to always steer people away from that choice, but I understand sometimes people, in order to get used to things, yeah, and sometimes I've worked some shows where people actually switch between the two for various reasons. There are lots of ways it can be done.
Thank you so much, Wacken. Well, we've heard a lot of great things about you, but it's about...
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. Yeah, that was a really cool performance. Great to see a fully live performance of them playing live on stage like this. It definitely proves that they, if it needed proving, I don't think it did, but yeah, it shows that they are great live performers. They have excellent stage presence. They know how to work a crowd, especially the singer. She was really like telling a story with her performance and engaging the crowd in that way. So yeah, very cool live performance. I definitely want to hear the studio version of this as well. Again, just great musicians who know really how to get the best out of their instruments. Great tones there. Everything sounded really nice. Guitar sounded wicked. Nice meaty chunky bass tone that sort of, you know, sits nicely right in the middle, the center of everything. Great sounding drums, great drummer, really tight, just an excellent all-round band. So I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this, and I hope I didn't talk too much over the video for you. If I did, then I'm sorry, but you know, as I explained in my disclaimer, that's the way I'm rolling with things for now, and I'm just feeling my way through this and doing it how I want to do it, I guess. So yeah, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, and there are probably other YouTube React video people out there for you that do it more the way you like it. But anyway, you know, I enjoy the discussion that has been going on in the comments for stuff that there has been, and yeah, it's nice to see people interacting a little bit and hopefully just having fun. That's the main. There's no point if people aren't having fun and enjoying it. That doesn't mean everything has to be positive and happy all the time or whatever, but just, yeah, as long as nobody is upsetting each other, then it's all cool. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe and all of that, and yeah, check you later. Also, one thing that I wanted to add that I almost forgot, I'd be really keen if any of you guys are making your own music, and whether it's home recorded or professionally recorded or whatever, or home recorded, professionally mixed, any of your own music that you might be interested in hearing me do a react to and sharing my thoughts on, I think that would be quite a fun thing to do. So yeah, definitely hit me up if you would like me to cover your own music.